I never lost somebody this close to me. Like, I never experienced this type of pain in my life before until I lost him. Like, it's very undescribable. Like, every day feel like November 6th. Like, not just this day I'm feeling it. That's every day. Like, he gonna come back.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, King Von's sister, and no, not Kayla B, but the one that we don't hear from a lot, her Instagram is KayKilla100, and she went live last night on Instagram expressing a little about how she feels in regards to her brother King Von. I've spoken on her before when she went live the last time, and just like I told y'all before, Kay definitely is hurt, and you can tell, and you can also tell that she's very genuine when she speaks about King Von. Now, she barely talks about him. You barely hear her or hear about her because she ain't out there chasing clout, crying all over live and you know, doing the most. Every here and there she pops up on live and speak how she feels, and that's pretty much it. And I don't know if it has to deal with or having to deal with her letting her emotions out, but one thing I can say is even the strongest people sometimes have to let out their emotions just a little bit. You know, holding that stuff in could definitely do more damage than good at times. And this is why some people go seek help, or sometimes they just go and speak to others to release those burdens that they have within them. All right. Now, in her case, she lost a brother. She's young. I'm sure she may not know how to handle it because, as she describes in the video, it's her first time going through something like that. So it's hard. All right. Losing someone is just normally hard. Losing someone you really cared about is hard, period. And my condolences go out to anybody watching this that have actually lost somebody. Alright, now we're going to get into the video and talk about some of the things she mentioned in this clip. If y'all want to watch the whole video, I'm going to leave the link to the channel where you can find it. Shouts out to Grow with K, because that's where the original video came from. So before we get into all that, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And I swear, it's lit here. So join one of the latest gangs on YouTube so you can stay updated with some of the realest content. Now let's get straight into it. Now, first and foremost, Kay seems like a beautiful soul herself, man. In this video she describes she hurt. She feels, you know, devastated when it comes to King Von death, and how no one knows the pain that she goes through because she doesn't speak on it. And like I said earlier, man, that could hurt within itself. Keeping that pain within yourself, that can hurt you. It could do more damage than good. Some people have it to where that pain just keep building up. Number one, is bad for your health, and not to mention you could blow up and explode on somebody one day just for them doing something simple that you don't like, but you got so much hurt built up in you that they just hit the wrong button and they just happen to be the wrong recipient for it. You know, she also said that people say the pain goes away with time, but she feels it never will. Right now, as far as that go, I'm gonna tell you this: time does not heal you. All right, you just learn how to deal with the pain as time goes on, and that's a fact. Losing somebody close to you is a very, very difficult pain to deal with, and y'all also have to remember that she didn't just lose King Von. They also lost their grandmother, and a little before Von was killed, I think they lost another family member as well. I think an uncle. Alright, but as far as the grandmother situation, I remember King Von posting a picture of his mother, him, his grandmother, and his kids with the heartbreak emoji in his story, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, as a matter of fact, yeah, she lost her grandmother, her uncle, and now King Von. And it wasn't too far away from each other. So that's 3 deaths, man. That's tough. And And now that I think about it, not just her, but think about how King Von's mother feel. To lose a brother, to lose a mother, then to lose your son, that's crazy. And as much as she may smile on the outside, I know she has to be torn on the inside, man. Shouts out to his mom, because going through something like that is a very different type of strength you have to endure. Now, Kay also explains how the pain don't just go away and how she always think about him, and I'm sure it's hard for her as well, because his death wasn't an ordinary death. All right, King Von was somebody. In fact, he was a celebrity. So the difference between the average person dying and someone like him, it's easier to kind of forget, or not to think. I'm not gonna say forget, not to think about a loved one that passed, because you could try and keep your mind off it in hopes of not being reminded of that person you miss. But in King Von's family case, as a celebrity, they have to hear his music being played. They have to see his videos still being aired. They have to hear the ops still dissing him in their songs or wherever. So it's a situation where they're forced to be reminded of him whether they like it or not. Could you imagine how that feels? Now, one of the people watching the live asked her if she's cool with Asian Doll, and she responded that they're still cool, and she actually spoke to her on the phone earlier that day. Y'all know how I feel when it comes to Asian and King Von. I think Asian chases clout. I'm sorry, but if his sister don't have no problem with her, who am I to say anything in regards to their relationship or whatever the case may be? I definitely feel Asian is very manipulative, especially when it comes to that man's family. But I'm gonna leave that there. I'm not gonna elaborate in this video. You know, it is what it is. I could also tell that Kay is definitely tapped in spiritually, and I think that that may be another reason why she feels as strong as she does in regarding to King Von's death, because she goes on to explain that at times she feels crazy because sometimes certain things be happening, and she was about to say something concerning that and elaborate on it, but she just stopped and said, I'm gonna save that for another time. But if y'all remember in the last video I covered on her, she said the same thing when she went live, stating that she could tell Von is still around her because it just be her or maybe someone else in the house, and things be happening or things be moving, and she feel it's King Von. Now, the normal person would think she's crazy or maybe think something's wrong, but if you aren't into spirituality and energy, then you just wouldn't understand it. And this is why she said towards the end of the video, she said, yeah, I know he's coming back. He gonna come back. Now, like I said, to some that might sound creepy, it might sound crazy, but I'm gonna tell you right now, pay attention to those words and remember them. I want to go deeper into what she means, but to be honest with you, I can express it the way I know it, if it makes sense. Like, you know, some people could tell you better, I mean, just know it better than they could tell you. It's one of those things. Plus, I'm not 100% about shift in timelines and, you know, the whole timeline shift thing. I know a little, but not enough to go in depth. But it's called the Mandela effect. You can look it up on YouTube and do your own homework. I recommend also checking in with KayKilla100. She's super tapped in when it comes to that, and she could explain it better than I can. So, you know, that's pretty much it, man. I hope she feels better, because like I stated earlier, Kay isn't like some of the others trying to chase clout off of Von's name. Every time she goes live, you know, that I see, she seemed like she's genuinely hurt. And once again, this is a pain that's hard to get over. So, you know, wish her the best, as well as Von's mother as well. I can't imagine what she's going through, man. That's a different type of pain. So y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comments below, man. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as y'all keep on watching, I'm gonna keep on dropping, and I'm out.